Hello and welcome to Re-enthused. Today we are taking a look at Darxide on the Megadrive 32X, and this is it's a 3D shooter. It does use pretty much all of the 32X's power, and it's interesting, made by Frontier Developments, who you may or may not know are the guys basically who were dealing with the Elite license at the time, and I think probably still are. So yeah. Now, I would say out of most of the games that came out of 32X, this is definitely the top lot that used the hardware to its fullest extent. Although, as you will quickly find out in a second, the game itself is relatively simple, because you're effectively doing this for... not that. You're effectively blowing up asteroids for quite a lot of the level. And so it's basically a 3D asteroids for most of the part. But as you can see, it's got textured polygons, so it's just pretty nice. It's simplistic. There's not a huge amount going on the screen at once, so they can get away with doing a lot more graphically. But it's still impressive compared to what was going on with the whole of the console range, basically, at this point. So, yeah. But this is, like I say, a large part of what you do in the game is just destroying asteroids, or at least trying not to be hit by asteroids. But that's not all of it. There is more. They will show up as... if you look at my little radar there at the top of the screen, you'll see there's now a red dot. Now, red dots are basically proper bad guys. Now the screen, you'll notice, probably is stretched again and is a little bit blurry, and that's because I'm not using the retro tint for this one, because I still haven't worked out why sound isn't always being transferred on the retro tint. So until I do work that out, I'm just using my old method of doing stuff. I don't know, yeah, I genuinely don't know why it doesn't work all the time. It may be something I've done, it may be there's a setting that I just don't know about. I will work it out and hopefully fix it. Oh, collision, yeah. So yeah, this is basically most of the game now. You get different bad guys, so these bad guys basically look like somebody's let loose an umbrella in space, but they are really hard to hit, because this game really does move very quickly as well, which is the other really impressive part of this, because it does have this very solid looking 3D feel, which is I apologise, we're a bit nasally because I have a bit of a cold going on, but anyway. Yeah, so it's very solid 3D, but it still moves at quite a rate, and it doesn't feel like it's really lagging at all. The frame rate feels relatively high. I mean, as high as it gets for the 32X. What's that? That's a bad guy, right? There we go. Oh, and here's a slightly different bad guy. This looks like more traditional UFOs. And they're very harder to blow up. Yeah, the bad guys do shoot back at you, although they seem to be bound by the same problems you do of actually hitting moving targets, so that's good. It's always a little bit unfair when enemy ships just seem to always be perfect shots regardless of situations. Yeah, these are really hard to blow up. There is auto fire, as you can see. Just holding, or here I guess rather. I do just have to hold down the button, which is very good. What's that? Oh, yeah, pop-in. Obviously pop-in is always going to be a thing. Now this is a collectible. Now there's a big issue with these, because you literally have to properly aim at them to get them. So you can just miss them by a few millimeters sometimes. Although that one seemed to be easy enough to pick up. Maybe it's just practice. Yeah, so these guys, the umbrella ones, they're fairly easy to blow up if you can actually get them in your sights for long enough. But the grey UFOs, they take quite a lot of hitting. Yeah, so the radar, it works quite a lot like Elite's radar did, just without the lines that told you if they were above or below you. I say they're easy to beat. I'm not doing too well with that one. So it really does. I mean, it feels like a proper dogfight as well, which is a good feeling. And it's because it is really manoeuvrable, the ship, and there we go. I did mostly kill that one just by driving into him though. So alright. Oh, that's another type. Well, that one was really easy to kill. I just kind of feel like my ship is longer than it seems to be on the screen. Yeah, you see, those are if you get a good bead on them, the moon approaching, I mean, technically, moons don't approach, you approach moons, but we'll let that one go. Maybe it is a moon, who knows? Maybe it's not actually a moon. Oh, there we go. And so it does, for its time, I mean, obviously it looked gritty here now, but for its time, this was pretty good. This is definitely an impressive use of the 32X's power. Although that looks a little bit flat. And the ship itself, its design is definitely inspired. I think we can definitely say it's inspired. Oh, I failed. If you don't, yeah, you've got to get rid of the asteroids and stuff quickly, and I just didn't. I kind of just messed around a little bit. Anyway, that was Darxide on the 32X. It's okay. It goes for fairly ridiculous prices, and I don't feel it's worth buying because there's not a huge amount to it, but it is a very, very good example of what the 32X could actually do. Yeah, so if you like the video, please hit like. If you really like the video, please hit subscribe. If you didn't like the video or you have something else to say, then please leave it in the comments below. Hit the bell icon thing to get told about other videos. And share, please, so we can get more subscribers. See you next time.